Oh, man. Welcome back to the Big Brother UK 2014 Best Bits Review. Once again, it is your host, Arachnid Soul. Unfortunately, I'm not joined this time by Fight Night's Finest. There were some time constraint issues. In any case, what a week it has been in the Big Brother house. Not even a week yet. We're going to get into nominations momentarily, but first, if you guys haven't done it already, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to follow me also on Twitter at ArachnidSoul. I've had a great time talking to you guys on Twitter. And if you guys don't have Twitter, just talk to me in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think. But let's talk about the fight. We had a lot of predictions last time. I thought maybe Pauline and Jaleh would get into it, and they sort of almost did, but Jaleh's kind of stronger than I thought, and she didn't go for it. I also thought that Ashley, because of that VT she had coming into the house, was going to be more of a firecracker, and I thought she'd get into it with Jaleh. Those two have had no issues. I could not have predicted who was going to piss off Danielle. I knew someone in the house was going to do it. I told you, she's old school. She's from Glasgow. She's Scottish. She's, a strong Catholic girl, and she's got her values and morals that aren't really her own, but come from, the higher power that she follows. Meanwhile, everyone else in the house is in their mid-20s, maybe Ashley a little bit younger, some people a bit older. But, I mean, they're talking about, frank things. They're talking about their sexual experiences. And Danielle, much like I predicted, I said within the first 4 days she would be crying. She didn't even make it 4 days. I don't know that she made it 2 days. But let me tell you what happened here in this fight. Basically, and this is kind of a spoiler to later on, one of the people nominated, one of the people put up on the block by the housemates, and most of the people voted for her this week, was Danielle. Danielle, so upset, then made the comment that she feels that the reason she's on the block is that unlike some of the other people in the house, she's not a slag, she's not a slut. She doesn't talk about sex, she's still a virgin, and she's a lady and classy like she always says. Well, it wasn't long before Steven overheard this and went outside and told Helen that, hey, this is what Danielle's saying, and Helen took it to mean, and maybe rightfully so, that Danielle was calling Helen a slut. And Danielle then, inside, still talking about it, Helen comes in. Helen confronted her. We're going to go to that audio clip right now, and then I will be back to discuss it with you girls and guys. Once again, keep in mind as you listen to this clip that Danielle is the chick with the Scottish accent, and that Helen is from Bolton. She's the British chick.
Why are you taking the attitude like that with me?
No, because don't come up here and be confrontational with me. Go fuck off, you fucking idiot. Who the fuck
Have you any idea how much of a dick?
Who do you think you're speaking to? Don't
any
come
idea
up to
how much of a dick you just made yourself look?
Go away, honestly.
Any idea?
You're absolute waste
Did anyone else react the way you just did?
Go away, honestly.
Fucking come here.
Fucking idiot.
You just said that to me.
I just mentioned it out there. I was talking, and I heard you say about the slag.
Was it fucking you? Aye, there's a surprise as well.
1 second.
I fucking heard you say it. You can't call me a fucking liar.
I thought you wore your heart on your sleeve, and you said it how it was. Clearly you don't, you fucking stupid twat.
Fuck off. Get some bloody class, you weirdo, man.
Get a fucking wash and an airbrush, you fat bitch.
Girls, there's no need to fight over me. There's more than enough Arachnid Soul to go around. I'm just kidding. Wow, what would Jesus do, Danielle? I mean, I used to go to Catholic church. I don't remember anyone there talking like that. Danielle, you're a lady, you're classy, you keep telling us. I don't know, guys. What do you think about this fight? I mean, Helen confronting Danielle about something that Danielle actually did say, even though Danielle denied that the word slag/slut ever came out of her mouth, but it did. And these two were not done. Because later on, Kimberly, the American girl, representing the good old US of A, one of the peacemakers in the house, along with Pauline to some degree, but this was all Kimberly. Kimberly went to Danielle and said, listen, I don't like all this tension. It's too thick in the house. I'm going to try to get you girls back together. I'm going to try to get you girls to make up. And she said to she said to Danielle, would you like that? Of course, Danielle in the confessional, or the diary room, as I call it, was saying that, God would want her to apologize. So, Danielle is going to go. She's going to do the Catholic thing. She's going to apologize. Kimberly goes to Helen to try to say to Helen, hey, would you be willing to sit down and talk with Danielle and sort this thing out? But, Danielle had already kind of made fun of Helen, talking about how she was low class. And at this point, Helen just didn't want any of it. And this is what happened when Danielle went up to Helen and tried to apologize.
Fair enough.
Helen, can I speak to you?
No.
Just let it go.
Apparently I have no class. You can't speak to someone who has no class.
What are you talking about? Who's even
Are you going to
saying
deny
this?
that you've just said that now as well?
What are you talking about?
You've just stood there and said I have no class. Why would you want to apologise to someone who you think doesn't have any class?
No, listen, you came in.
I can't listen. I know your opinion of me and other people or whatever it meant. You just turned round when I went in to ask the question. Your response, I have no class. Why the fuck would you want to apologise to someone who has no class? I don't want your apology. Stick it up your fucking ass.
Ouch. So yeah, that went well. Anyway, folks, stay tuned. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of these two. I'm sure there's more to come. We didn't really hear anything else from them as far as the fight goes, but now we move on to what kicked everything off. It was the nominations. It was the thing that pissed off Danielle. It was the thing that made Danielle cry. It was the thing that made Danielle call the rest of the housemates a bunch of slags. And let's take a look at these nominations. There you see Danielle. She nominates Christopher and she nominates Matthew. Why Matthew didn't get more nominations, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks this, but this guy's, like I said before, Mr. Cringe. The guy's super creepy. The guy's super odd. I guess some other day we'll talk about the rolled up kind of jean booty shorts and the cardigan sweaters and the flip-flops, but in any case, Danielle's on the block. The other person on the block, and I was kind of surprised by this, is Tamara. And you see Tamara getting nominated by Ashley, getting nominated by Chris. Kimberly put her on the block. For whatever reason, Tamara's in the house. She's rubbing people the wrong way. I thought I would have an issue with her, but so far I really don't have anything bad to say about her. Tamara also getting nominated by Jaleh. Now, I have to tell you, to me, the most wasted nominations of the night, Toya. I understand it's the first week and you're going to nominate people for anything, but I mean, Marlon gets up in the morning. You know, he's a bro. We always say he's a bro, just like Steven, just like Winston. They're bros. I don't know what to tell you. He's got his hand down his pants. Toya was disgusted and said, that's it. You're going on the block. I thought there were other people in the house that maybe were more deserving of a nomination from Toya. Maybe we'll see that happen next week. We know that Helen is untouchable. She's unbreakable. She has a bye to the finals, and it's because Pauline gave her that power via the power trip on night number 1. Then we look at Steven, and when we talk about wasted nominations, okay, Steven, you, like most of the people in the house, as you guys can see on the graphic, you have an issue with Jaleh, or as Matt would call her, Chayle or Jayle, or I don't know, Mark, excuse me, I can't remember Mark's name, and he can't remember Jaleh's name. Anyway, Steven, you then nominate Chris. It's the only nomination Chris got this week. I know when Chris went in, his little entrance video that only Pauline saw, Chris said, I'm just gonna sit in the corner and call everyone bastards, and I'm gonna whiz in the kitchen sink. I think he was joking. I don't know, the Globe's kind of split 50-50 on that. I think he was joking. He's an actor. He's got that Jack Black vibe. He's a comedian. In any case, Steven, who heard this like 9th or 10th, he hasn't seen the video. He's hearing from Pauline. It's 9th or 10th hand knowledge, but Steven then nominates Chris, and before he nominates Chris, he actually makes the comment, quote unquote, Chris has been nothing but pleasant. Chris has been nothing but pleasant in the house, and that's why I'm putting him on the block. In any case, I think next week we're going to see Steven put Danielle on the block if she's still there, which unfortunately I don't think she will be. My prediction is the safest person on the block this week will be Tamara. I don't see Tamara going anywhere. I think Danielle, when she got nominated, she might have been safe because most people did nominate Jaleh. We know Jaleh will be on the block every single week because she got that killer nomination from Pauline, who was the Power Trip head of household housemate. So maybe people will say, hey, maybe we do have an issue with Jaleh, but you know what? We can get her out next week. Danielle, who we have an issue with, we might not have the chance to get her out. They might want to get her out this week. Folks, if you can find this, and I'm sure you can, please check out Big Brother. It is my favorite show on TV. This is the UK version, which is my favorite version. Once again, if you liked this content, hit that subscribe button. I want to also hear from you in the comment section. Please like the video. Please follow me on Twitter at ArachnidSoul. We hope next time to be joined once again by Fight Night's Finest, the Sophic commentator. You can find that gentleman at youtube.com/Fight Night's Finest. His information is also in the description below. And if you guys want to be part of this podcast, please let me know. I'd love to hear some more voices on here. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you are in the UK, you know where to go to vote. You know where to go to watch this. If you're anywhere else in the world, I guarantee if you think about it a little bit, you can find these full episodes. They take place every night, 7 days a week. Those were the first nominations, and that was the first big blow up in the house. The summer has kicked off in more ways than one. It's been your host, Arachnid Soul, and please join me again next time as we review the best bits of 2014's Big Brother from the UK. Thank you, and good night.